Let's study Technic on page 50. This little study piece, an etude almost, is based on a series of 5-finger patterns that simply move from C major to F major to G major position and then back again to C. Wherever there is a change of position, a rest is always provided, and you will see them marked clearly in my score. Let's practice finding the positions and moving back and forth so that we're versatile and secure as we move. We'll start with C major and move up to F. Careful to cover the B flat with finger 4 and 2. You want to slide up a step to G and return back to C again. If we look at the music, we can see clearly that we start on C, right and then left, and then hands together, and we finish with a chord struck together, hands together, separated by quarter rests. Then we're going to move to the F position. Notice the B flats are marked. We're going to do hands together, wait for the rest, another chord struck, hands together, and then another rest. And I just simply mark HS for hand shift. Then we're going to move to G, and the right hand leads, followed by the left, and then hands together, wait for the rest, strike the chord, hands together, and shift on the next red, which I have marked in red. Finally, we return to C for the right, followed by the left, up and down, wait for the rest, strike the final chord, hands together, and lift on the last rest. Before we play, let's take a look at the rhythm. We have a series of 4 eighth notes, and notice they're beamed together. So whenever we have many, oftentimes they will simply link them together with a long beam. Does not change at all the value of the eighth note. We're still going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so forth. All right, let's look at that. Same rhythm here for the left hand, the eighth notes of the quarter, and then together a series of eighth notes going up and down, and then quarter notes and quarter rest here. And so the rhythm is very simple in this piece, and the challenge is moving between the positions. So let's take a minute to tap that rhythm. We want to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 off 3 4, and the next line continues the same rhythm again. So before we play, let's also look quickly at the accent sign, which you'll see at the top of the page. And this little wedge or sideways V is referred to as an accent. It means to stress the note stronger than the other ones around it. An accent means that you play to the bottom of the keys and get a stronger, louder sound. Accents add drama and flair to the music, and they also help to define the time signature. If you're in 4/4 and you receive an accent on the first beat of each measure, then the 4/4 is very, very clear. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and you heard me stressing on the 1. Similarly, if I accent the first beat in a group of 3, notice how clear the triple time feels. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and so forth. So accents are for color and expressiveness, and they also help to define the way the beats are grouped, which we call the meter, based on the time signature. Let's listen to Technic. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, and 2 and 3 and left, and 2 and together, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 4, F, left, 1 and 2 and together, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 2 3 4, G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 1 2 3, back to C, 3 and 4 left, 1 and 2 together. 2, 3, 4. Notice how I very clearly lift on the rest beats, and here they happen to be on beats 2 and 4. I have circled the rest, and I sometimes write off in my score so that I know exactly when to get off for that silent beat. Let's listen to it one more time, and you'll have the a different body shot so you can see me also bouncing on some of the notes that have the dot below. And you can see the 2 quarter notes always receive little dots. These are called staccato, and it means to bounce a little more loosely with the wrist so that the tones are short and light, as if the keys are hot and you have to get off them quickly or else your fingers could get burned. Think of some imagery like that so that you make sure you don't miss the staccato. Here is the sound of our technique. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right. 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and together. 1 lift, accent, F. 3 and 4 and 2 together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. G. 3 left. Together. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, 2. Accent back to C. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 together. 1 rest. Strike the chord. Have fun with this little piece called Technic. It will help you to become more secure as you move around the keyboard. Best of luck.